Princess Cruises has recently changed their boarding process, and we are going to be one of the first ones to try out the new process. Let's check it out together. So previously you had your blue lane, your green lane, and then I guess there was probably still an accessibility lane. So I think the lane colors are still staying the same. However, the process is changing because we no longer have arrival time. So you no longer choose what time you want to board the ship on. It's a free-for-all. So that's the first thing we're going to check out. How many people know it's a free-for-all? Because I only got notice as a travel agent. How many people just arrive willy-nilly anyway because they like to. So we'll see how busy it is at the cruise port at like the 10:30 slot where we're arriving around that 10:30. So we'll see. That's the first thing, is the no more arrival times. Princess said that the new arrival times would be arrival window that would be posted on the app. We have not seen any arrival windows on the app at this point. The second thing is the designated lanes has changed. So previously, if you did all your things, you were green lane, which was us. We were green lane because we did all our pre-security check things. Now, and then before, blue lane was if you didn't do all those things. I know. Now things have changed. Now the green lane is you had to do all those things, plus you had to have the medallion shipped to you. And this is where some trouble comes in because we are Canadians. We could not have our medallion shipped to us. Also, with the time frame that they made these changes, a lot of people didn't have enough time to get them shipped to them, even if they wanted to. And the shipping, if you are a standard fare, base fare, it is $10. If you're a plus or a premier, I believe it was included in that. But for a lot of people that were standard and didn't know that they had to get it shipped to them to become green lane, now are blue lane. Us as Canadians, anyone outside the U.S. Are now blue lane as well. The blue lane is also for all the people that didn't fill out all the information. So those of us that took the time to do all the information but just couldn't get our medallion shipped are all being shoved into the blue lane, along with the people that didn't fill out anything. So kind of being penalized for not living in the U.S. because we can't get it shipped, or, like I said, for those that didn't have time to get it shipped. So we'll see how many people are still trying to get in the green lane when now they're blue lane, and how many people are mad that they were green lane and now they're blue lane. Princess did not do a very good job at communicating these changes, I feel. I got notification as a travel agent, but I don't remember getting any notification as a customer. Maybe I was supposed to, because it was like, oh, here's the information for the travel agents, and the travel agents are supposed to tell their clients. But I feel like you should be still telling the customers directly, just in case some of them either don't have a good travel agent that's telling them things, or just to keep them in the know. The app has been kind of sketchy with these changes. Up until August 1st, we were still green lane. At some point, it removed the arrival group thing, but then it said choose your arrival group, and we had lost our 10:30 arrival group. There was a bunch of weird stuff going on with that. And then after August 1st, which is when the changes came into effect, then we started to have, sometimes we were green lane, sometimes we were blue lane. It kind of depended on the day. Sometimes the arrivals grouping was there, sometimes it wasn't. As of today, which is August 4th, 2023, which is the day we are boarding the Crown Princess, we are the first sailing with this new boarding process. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to see our cruise vlogs for that cruise, as well as other princess travel tips and tricks and traveling with children. Anyway, today we are boarding the ship, and as of today, everything seems to be right. We are now blue lane, consistently blue lane. We are also, no arrival groups are shown. But like I said, Princess never really notified us. It'll be interesting when we get to the cruise port and see how things are going. Boarding passes are showing up on the app. However, my daughter's isn't, and my brother's isn't on my app. So it seems like maybe whoever boarding pass is whoever's logged in, which will be interesting because my daughter is 5 and has special needs. She doesn't have the app. So I'm not quite sure, can they scan ours and just use it for everybody, or they'll have to figure something out with my daughter. So let's get going to the cruise port and check this out. We're super lucky because we got here like just before 10 o'clock. And so getting on, there was no signage. Blue lane, green lane, no signage. There were some people asking like about the lanes, but they basically were just asking people like, oh, did you pick up your medallion yet or not? I feel like that's going to become a little bit maybe of confusion if you ordered your medallion but didn't fill out all the stuff, but maybe that's not even an issue. For us,
we went into the blue lane. It was very dead. We got out here at a good time. There was no accessibility lane. Didn't show anything. Maybe there was if someone came up with an actual wheelchair. I did mention it, but we had no wait for the blue line anyway. When we did get to the boarding people, he had a little bit of issue with his tablet, but that was his tablet, and it seemed like a very fast process for people. We got our medallions right away, got our bands right away, which was nice, and did not need boarding passes at all. He literally just asked me my room number. Because we had our faces scanned and everything, he knows who we are, and we have to give our passports anyway. So they did have to take new pictures of us, but then those new pictures didn't do anything. Doesn't really matter. So my tip is to come early, get in line early, and you'll be fine. We did have to wait a little bit in the terminal, which we've never had to do before, but we got to go into the Elite Lounge for the first time. That was super cool. So make sure to subscribe so you can see our adventure on this day on our embarkation day. But anyway, seems like a smooth process. Just a little bit of like confusion with no signage, but tons and tons of help, at least here at Canada Place. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and we will see you guys soon. Bye guys.